Hello, welcome to Snooker Pro Tips. This is a shot that's been requested. I'm sorry, but I forgot your name, but I thought when you sent the actual question in, or the request for the clip, I thought it was a really good clip to do because it's one I haven't done. It's one I haven't thought of doing. As you appreciate by now, I've got something like 90 clips on YouTube. So that's why you're not seeing clips as regularly as you used to, because I've covered quite a few aspects of the game, but this is one that I haven't. So thank you very much for sending this question. I thought it was an absolutely brilliant question. Now, what the player concerned has actually asked for is how do you play the shot with the blue on the spot and when the white is directly over the middle pocket. It's quite a difficult shot, but if you can make sure that you've got the right technique and the right way of going about it, then it's not as tricky as it actually looks. The first thing you need to be able to do is to shorten the cue. Now, I have done a clip on YouTube, I think it's number 16, Snooker Pro Tips number 16, shortening the cue. And that is very important when you're playing this shot, simply because you can't get enough of the cue to make a normal bridge. You've got a very shortened bridge, so you've got to shorten your hand at the back so you actually shorten the cue. The other actual thing with this particular shot is the bridge. And the bridge is a unique one just for this type of shot. So what I'm actually going to show you is how I make the bridge and then how to go about playing the shot. So what I've actually got now, I've got a white ball that's over this corner pocket. I can't play it from this side because the camera's in the way. So I'm just going to zoom in there just a little bit, just so you can probably see my hand when it's actually on the table. Now, in order to actually play this shot, what you need to be able to do is to grab hold to the pocket. Now, the problem is with three fingers that you can't now actually get yourself into position. So the best way to actually play this type of shot is to grab the pocket with this finger, something along that line. So you can see now that my thumb now has come into place. My other three fingers now are rested on the table, and the cue now actually fits into that little groove there. I haven't got it lined up, but I think you can sort of guess what I'm sort of getting at. And what you can also see there now, that the cue now is actually flat. If it is you sort of put two fingers in there, the cue is now raised up, which is fine if you've, say, got to play a stun shot or a screw shot, but because of the difficulty of the shot, you want to try and keep it as easy as you can. If you have got to play a stun shot or a screw shot, then obviously you can just put those two fingers in there as well. That'll elevate the cue a little bit more, but the normal general case with this type of shot, you're just going to roll it in. So in that case there, one finger will suffice. It'll keep the cue nice and flat and allows you to hit through the top of the ball. And that's roughly the bridge you're looking for when you're sort of in this position. It doesn't happen very often, but when it does, obviously you need to know the correct way to play it. So if it's a screw or a stun shot, the only thing with that now, you've got to elevate the cue. So as you elevate the cue now, that makes the shot more difficult. So that's why most of the time you're just playing a gentle roll with this type of shot, which then is one finger. The important thing now with this shot, is if we've got that there, I'll bring the camera out so you can actually see me play the shot and hopefully pot it. So I'll take this white away. Is to make sure that on the final backswing you focus on the spot on the blue that you need to pot. Again, that makes it far easier to pot the blue that you focus on the spot that you need to hit. So it's shorten the cue, make sure that you've got the correct bridge to play the shot in the first place, and then as you're cueing up, make sure that you focus on the point on the blue that you need to pot it, and then just gently push the cue through the white. So now make sure we've got everything lined up in the first place. Shorten the cue. You can see there now as I'm grabbing sort of that forward on my cue for me personally. Make the bridge, then concentrate on that spot on the blue. Don't look through the blue at the pocket. Make sure you're looking at the spot on the blue you need to pot it. And then gently push through the white. And that there is roughly the technique to potting that ball off the blue spot. The one thing you must focus on is the blue itself. You can see there I haven't actually cued it straight as such, but I have potted the blue. If I keep it straight, then obviously the wider go too close there. But you can see there, you have got a little bit of margin for error because the middle pocket now is, you can see all the pocket, so you've got all the pocket to aim at. And that there is roughly how to play that shot. I'm sorry that I couldn't remember your name, but it was an absolutely fantastic question. I hope this sort of answers your question. And when it does actually happen to you in a game, a match, however it works, because it will to every player who watches this clip, it will happen to them at some point. I hope this clip helps you out. So just to recap, just so as you sort of get a grip of it, you must first shorten the cue. That's the important part. Then make sure you're lined up with your feet and everything else with it. Then make sure that you've got the correct bridge, which again is either 2 fingers if you want to play sort of like the stun shot or the screw shot, or just the 1 finger to keep the cue nice and flat, and the cue will center naturally at the top of the white if you just want to roll it through. And then try and keep the cue as smooth as possible. Focus on the spot on the blue which you need to hit in order to pot the blue, and then just gently push the cue through the white. Don't try and hit it too hard. Try and keep everything as smooth as you can. Push the cue through it. It's been Snooker Pro Tips. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Again, if you leave any comments, I'll try my best to answer any comments. I'll also do my best to answer any personal messages that you send. Just recently, the message way of sending things on YouTube was down. It's back up again now, so I'll try and answer as many questions as I can. If it is I don't get back to you, I haven't forgotten about it. I've more than likely accidentally deleted it. But if that's the case, send it again, and I'll do my best to answer any questions you've got. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you.